What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. We just finished the West Ham preview, and I'm pretty sure everybody right now on Twitter is going crazy because Fab just tweeted and said Jude Bellingham is off to Madrid. And then everybody, including Arsenal accounts, not Arsenal accounts, Liverpool accounts, we are talking about a lot of accounts are going crazy. I'm just gonna show you this before we move on. Let me just welcome Martin and Adam. So here is the tweet that has a lot of people going mad. Real Madrid are close to complete deal to sign Jude Bellingham. Confirmed. Negotiations are progressing to the final stages. Personal terms are almost agreed. Yeah. New meeting has been scheduled to complete the agreement with Borussia Dortmund. So that's the news that's going around. And as you can see, a lot of people are not excited with all this. A lot of people are going crazy. We're talking about Liverpool fans making spaces. We're talking about Man City fans going mad, going crazy. So, guys, what do you think of this news that has just come upon us right now, which is going all over Twitter?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
It's
go
up
ahead.
to you.
Go
By the way, I did went and check because the reason I was delayed, I was checking with the guy. I'm not going to announce who it is. The guy who told me first of all it was done. It is not done to Real Madrid at all. Fab's gone a little bit early on this. Yes, Real Madrid are in negotiations. It was always between us and Real Madrid. Liverpool, as I said months ago, went out the running. Liverpool were never in the bloody running. I don't know why Liverpool even came to the party. It was always now. What I've been told is one snag that has come up is it looks like Bernardo Silva's going to sign an extension, which I think is something that I don't think was going to be included. I think the idea was Bernardo Silva was going to leave, but obviously the price that got put on his head and everything, and his great news of his new, impending baby, looks like he's going to stay, which is great news. But still differs the question of, from what I've been told, Real Madrid are only willing to go to 100 million.
Oh, so that's the negotiation they're having with Borussia Dortmund.
City are willing to go higher. City are willing to have already gone to the 130 million. So, from what I've been told, it's down to Jude again. Jude has to choose between the two clubs.
Yeah,
a lot
of people thought they were ITKs. Never believe anyone on here or Twitter for the transfer.
I'll tell you, City are not.
Was said in the showdown.
Yeah, I've never said I'm an ITK, as I've been honest with you, Pat, privately, and you, Adam, and other people. I've told you where I've been told by people. I've never sat here as an ITK. People can take the mick and say Martin O'Neill. If he signed to Real Madrid, fine. The people who've told me the information have got it wrong, and that's absolutely fine. I own that one. But at the end of the day, it is not done. Do not believe what they say is done, because it is not done. City are still in there, and I've been in there from day one.
Adam, would you mind if he doesn't show up at City?
Look, like what I've said, I've always said, if we don't get a player, it's not the end of the day. Like, look at the links when we were linked with Harry Maguire. We didn't get him. We went and got Diaz. So I'm confident, and I'm confident with these board members and all of the staff here at the club. They will find an adequate replacement, or if not a better replacement than, say, Jude Bellingham. But I'm 100% confident.
To be honest, we've always had an alternative that's better. Every time one of these transfers fail or they go down, there's always an alternative that's better. To be honest, that's why I'm never worried. I never wanted Jude Bellingham anyway. That's what Charlie says. I am not mad at the news. If we get him, I'm not upset that the club. I'm not upset that the club. If we don't get him, we move. Yeah, I'm not upset at the club. I'm pretty sure that's what you want to say. Martin, City have already offered more money, but Jude has chosen Madrid. Okay, when Madrid come calling, it's hard to turn them down. Haaland turned them down, I think so. I tweeted like Alexis Sanchez. To be honest with you, we have. That's what I'm saying. Remember, Jorginho, the same thing, goes to Chelsea. We got Rodri. Like, there's always an alternative. Maguire goes to Man United. We got Ruben Diaz. So there's always an alternative for Man City. That's why I like this. All I'm thinking is that kid from Celtic.
But Patrick, how could you forget Fred? We were linked with Fred, and then we went and got Rodri.
Yeah, it was Fred and Jorginho. What was failed. I think we're joined by Carl. So Carl, how have you taken the news yourself?
Never wanted him. We don't need him. I've always said it from day one. Don't need him. Don't want him. He can go to wherever he wants to go. He's overrated. He's not good enough for us. I've said it from day one. And Fabrizio came out today, and here we are. You know,
Yeah,
people talk.
hopefully we have to.
People talk about these IT. I keep telling you guys out there, use your brains, guys. Don't listen to these ITKs. Just use your heads. Think about this. Move Jack to midfield. Get Leao. All right, keep Bernardo Silva. You know, you're good.
Yeah, look,
Jude, Patrick. Here's why I said that we don't need him. I don't want him. Jude is not He's not a possession-based footballer. He's not. He's not. No matter what anybody wants to tell you, watch this guy's games. He doesn't keep the ball like we like to keep the ball. Doesn't do that. He's a Liverpool, Madrid kind of player. He's not a City player. Perona has more control of the ball than this guy does. Grealish has more control of the ball than this guy does. Foden has more control of the ball than this guy does. Why would he come into our midfield? We want to replace Gundogan with Bellingham. They're not the same player. They're not. Jack is more of a Gundogan kind of player. He keeps the ball. Move him to midfield. Bring on Leao or Mitoma or some winger who's dynamic. I said this from day one. Nobody listened. Oh, Carl is talking this. Carl doesn't know what he's saying. Here we are today. When we speak, listen.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see how this goes. Let me just continue reading. It makes the summer a whole lot different now. Who will get to replace Gundo and Bernardo? I don't know. I have a feeling, as Martin has said. Also, I have that same feeling. I think for the have you seen how far pregnant she is with Bernardo's baby mama? I don't know if they're gonna move. I have a feeling maybe they might stay.
But you know what it was, Patrick? What I've always said is that one of the two is going to end up leaving. And you know what it was? I've always sided with Bernardo, the one being that will stay. I've always said, listen, when it comes to one of them leaving, the one that I feel like is most likely going to leave was Gundogan. Why I say that is due to like what Carl said, price tag of Bernardo Silva's head.
Let me tell you the deal. Let me tell you the deal that she just strike with Bernardo. So very clear, simple deal. Bernardo, you have 2 years left in your contract. We know you want to go to Benfica, right? We know you want to go on a free. Here's what we'll do. We'll give you 1 more year, make it 10 years. We'll increase your wages by 50%. Okay? And after that, you can go for a free to Benfica at age 31. That's the deal. That's the deal. Right? Give him a deal. He has said he wants to go to Benfica, doesn't want to sign a new contract because when he signs a new contract, it's 5 more years. He's going to go to Benfica at 33 or 34. He doesn't want that. He wants to go to Benfica on a free. Okay, he has 3 years. Give him 1 more year, 10 years at City, testimonial, bump his salary up, make him offer, can refuse, and let him go on a free to Benfica. It's simple. There is nobody in world football like Bernardo Silva. He can play in 3 positions in 90 minutes. No one. Give the guy what he wants. Make him an offer he cannot refuse. Double his salary, give him 1 more year, and let him go on a free at the end of his term to Benfica. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. Stop faffing around with this, but he's going to go, he's not happy. No, make him happy. Make him happy.
Yeah, but you're saying it as if it's easy. But what if somebody,
It's easy, Patrick.
What about the Sané one? How come we failed on the Sané?
Because Sané wanted to go to Bayern Munich and he had influences beyond him. I'm saying Bernardo Silva said what he wants to do, which is go to Benfica on a free. Give him the luxury. Give it to him.
Okay, let me read this from Charlie. We need a first team replacement. Bellingham to Madrid will happen by the end of the next week. It's already done deal. That's what Charlie says. Tapiwa, the Madrid fans say that is true, but it's not. He's not a Pep midfielder. He's not a Pep player, but he can be turned into a Pep player. We've seen that before in the past. Oh yeah, true. That's that as well. Bernardo will stay if the club doesn't meet. Okay, Bernardo will stay if a club doesn't meet the club's right valuation. That's why he hasn't left prison previously. That's true actually, because they say that if somebody they failed, I think Kovacic will be a good team replacement, short-term
No,
replacement.
Patrick, we don't want
then,
Kovacic. No,
but
no, no,
then
no, no.
Patrick, the
No
issue with
Kovacic, I beg.
Kovacic is
No
the
Kovacic, I
issue
beg.
with the
Guys,
issue with
guys,
Kovacic
toast.
is that he's old.
He's
That's the,
toast. He's
you
toast.
why would you spend that money on a guy that's old and the wages? You might as well do that for a kid, a young fresh blood that you
Yes.
know that you could have for several years, rather than a
Yeah,
guy
but
who's
but
in.
but but here's the thing, guys. That's what I was about to say this. Do you know the kid from Celtic of Vigo who Madrid wanted? And I'm pretty sure now, if Madrid are signing Jude, or if it happens, or maybe Jude might not go to Madrid, you never know. If they're signing him, I'm pretty sure that kid from Celtic Vigo is not going to be going to Madrid, knowing
Of course, Patrick.
there's
Patrick, we have no business signing Kovacic. No business. No. Do you watch him yesterday?
you don't no, but all the Chelsea players have given up. I would still take Joao
I don't,
Felix. I would still take him.
but that tells you a lot about the player mentality. How do you give up when you're playing for your pride? You play for money. We don't want that kind of player.
Because
No,
that club
no.
is done. That club is done. So anyway. So Martin, what about these talks of McAllister? What do you think you would go for that? Because it looks like he's also off to Liverpool, isn't it? McAllister, is it McAllister?
Well, that's the thing we've now got to make the decision of, because we've spent so much time dilly-dallying with Jude, is what other targets have you got? Because if McAllister's already negotiating with Liverpool,
Yeah, he
this
is.
is the problem.
And Liverpool have
When
moved
you hit
fast.
May time, it's not the time to start hitting Plan B time. So, like I said, if he's, from what I've been told, Real Madrid have still got to wait 130 million quid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll pay now because I hear
Borussia Dortmund ain't gonna lower their demands. It's on that now. Now I'm not saying the likelihood is he'll probably go to Madrid now, and that's his loss. But at the end of the day, we're now going to have to go to Plan B and move and see where we go now. Because, like I said, we will have alternatives, but start of May is not generally the time because City always like to get the targets done early. We always like to get our targets done and get them in for pre-season.
Well, but Patrick, let me say one thing, right? I mean, the idea that somehow the club will leave this till late, I don't buy that out. Here's why. They don't want this guy. If they wanted this guy, the deal will be done. Okay? This guy was not the primary target. If they wanted him, the deal would be done. Done. Cooked. Finished. There's no last minute, something happened. Done. Deal be done.
Yeah, but we've walked out of deals before, Carl. We've walked out of deals before.
I agree with you, but he's not a Guardiola kind of player. Why are we obfuscating that fact? This guy is not a Guardiola kind of player in the midfield. I'm not talking about striker.
Carl,
in the midfield.
But Carl, in the defense of him, look, why I say he could be changed is due to his age. I get if he's old and that, and it will be difficult for him to change. But the guy's still young, so you can make an argument for that.
Adam, why would you want to change a 21-year-old when you can find somebody who fits the Guardiola system better in the midfield? Why? He will never be the player that what we want. Why? When you have players who are out there who fit the system for Guardiola, who are as young and as talented, why?
But you have to admit that Guardiola was actually gushing over this kid, because remember when he was 17
Guardiola
and he was
Guardiola gushing. Nathan Redmond, he gushed over him too. Doesn't mean he gets him.
Yeah, we'll see anyway. We'll see how this ends. Let me just read this. If we win all the trophies we're still in for, we may see a couple players leaving for fresh energy and hunger. Oh, that's a good point. Thank God we don't need to spend 100 million for an average midfielder. I doubt Viega leaves Celta anytime soon. Okay. Celta are avoiding making another mistake like they made with Brais Mendes
The
selling
guy,
him
the
early.
guy has a Patrick. He has a release clause. It's not up to Celta. If the guy wants to go, he's
Yeah,
gone. He has a
yeah.
release clause.
Reports have just been confirmed that Dortmund haven't even received an offer from Madrid yet. Wow, it's getting saucy. So, Charlie, where now you're getting different reports, Charlie.
That's what I said to you 10 minutes ago, Pat.
Yeah,
That's what I said. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it. I'm not saying he is going to sign City, but what I'm saying is that Fabrizio may have jumped the gun a little bit.
yeah. Okay, reports have just I read that one. Although they haven't tied him into a big close yet, like what Athletic Club did with Sunset or Sunset, whatever his name is. Sorry, mate. Kovacic is a good option if we can't get Jude or MC. McAllister, though, I don't know. This McAllister guy keeps getting hyped. I bet you he leaves Brighton and looks average. I have some sort of feeling that we will get Declan Rice this summer, but we should already have a midfielder that we are going for. Declan Rice keeps coming up.
Give me Patrick. Give me Rice every day over Bellingham. Every day of the week.
But are they not different players?
Rice
Totally
is more suited. Rice is more of a pep player than Bellingham is. Rice can play CDM, play 6, play defense. Rice can carry the ball.
So you want to get rid of Rodri?
What is Phillips doing? What is Phillips
No, but
doing?
Declan Rice isn't going to come and play number 2 behind Rodri.
They'll share the minutes. It's not a hard deal to do. Everybody's first team player. You show up, you play well, you play. Simple. Phillips is not playing well.
But wouldn't Rice also cost 100 million? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Rice has the experience in the Premier League. He's been
but we're talking about 100 million player.
It's worth it. Rice is worth it.
Because apparently West Ham were asking between say 80 to say around 100 million. But that if you're gonna spend that type of money, then what's the argument for saying that you can't spend it for Jude Bellingham if you're gonna spend 100 million? You know?
Bellingham is 150. Rice is 100. There's a difference, mate. 50 million is a lot.
I don't know. I'm just thinking that this 100 million.
By the way, 150 euros, so it's 130 million.
Okay, so it's another 30 million. That's a lot of money. Rice has been here. We've seen him play in troubled times. We've seen him play in the Premier League. He's a better footballer than Bellingham is in that position that we want him to play. What's Bellingham going to play? Number 10?
You know what the best for us to do for this? I think we're all speculating. So let's just wait and see how this goes. So trust me, Kovacic will be beast under Pep. They wouldn't leave the deal this late. If the deal isn't done yet, Carl is right. We might have another player already lined up. This Jude news is similar to last year with Haaland when we were playing Madrid. I remember that when Fab tweeted
because
that.
I was just about to say that because I remember similar when it came like the time period when it came to the Real Madrid game. I don't know, Martin will probably correct me or Carl. The same period of time.
That same sort of. You had all the sources coming out from Madrid that Haaland was signing for Real Madrid.
And that's what I find coincident is how the timing of it, that it was the same as last season when it was Haaland, the timing, especially when it was before the Real Madrid game. But we'll wait and see,
We'll see anyway. Never know who's up. Younger and cheaper players.
The only difference is Fabrizio never said Haaland was going to Madrid. Fabrizio's come out right now and told us Bellingham is going to Madrid. It's cooked.
No, Fabrizio has fumbled before. They got after him. He had to
how many? Where did he fumble at?
I'll send you. He had to disarm his account, and then he made a speech saying, "If you guys continue like this, I don't do this. I don't get paid too much for you guys to be abusing." But anyway, Taddy says hello. Taddy says Rice is overrated. Can't Rodri play the Gundogan role? That would be a waste. He would, but that would be a waste. Oh, he means Rice. Rice overrated, no chance. I ain't worth with it. Okay, big up to you, Mike. How you doing, man? You should be signing Barilla. I know he's that from Juventus or something. Bellingham is overhyped. Anyway,
he's from Inter Milan, Barilla.
Oh, Inter Milan. So anyway, guys, that is the video. We have discussed obviously what will go with the whole Jude situation, with the whole Declan Rice situation. Let's just wait and see how things go. I'm pretty sure with this news happening, we'll start hearing news from City side who they're going for or who's going to come out. As I said, the funny thing about Man City is every time a big name, sometimes it doesn't work out. We think it's done and dusted. Oh, there comes Ruben Diaz. There comes Rodri. There comes Jack Grealish after the Kane thing. Then there comes Haaland. You know, there's always a name that comes out, and we're like, wow, we never expected that. Let's not forget, people thought Ruben Diaz was just a random panic buy, but look at him now. Anyway, guys, I don't know if any of you guys have anything to say. Martin?
No, just wait and see. City will have targets. They'll sort it all out.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So what about yourself, Adam?
I'll just pretty much iterate what everyone's been saying. Let's just wait and see.
Yeah. And what about yourself, Carl? Anything else to say moving forward?
Yeah, this just tells me that I'm confident in the club. They know what they're doing. The fact that we're not going to spend 150 on this guy, that's overrated. They know exactly what they're doing. I'm more confident ever than I am. This is good news. Seriously, let's look for a target.
Michael, as a Liverpool fan, I thought you guys were already saying or talking to McAllister. I don't know. You never know. This McAllister guy might go somewhere else. You never know. How old is Barrera? How old is he, Adam?
I don't know. I think he's like around, like, say, probably around, say, I know he's in between his 20s and 30, around there, to 30,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, here's a comment. Whatever decision is made with the club, I'm going to support. Yeah, we always support whatever decision or whatever player. But McAllister costs 90. Jesus Christ, that's expensive. McAllister is too good for Brighton. Oh, he's 26. Apparently, Barada is 26. So anyway, guys, thank you very much. Like the vid. That was our Jude Bellingham discussion. We're just discussing, guys. As always, whatever everybody says here, it's just what they think on the situation. You never know what happens in the transfer market. You never know, by another time you find so and so is going there, then they start going somewhere else. It happens. Get McAllister, absolute baller. He's a baller. Bye to you, Tali. How you go, guys? We already did the West Ham preview. Go check it. It's on the channel. We did our predictions and everything. Hopefully we get the 3 points and we go through. Thank you very much.